between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie. All day, dog. Motion. 59.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his first look is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
7 yards.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Bang! Hey, Ripley!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
That's the way. You gonna take 43. You got chicken, yellow. You coming, double up. Check your hot read. Kill. Right side.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Got his man. That's Mecole Hardman, the rookie. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 23. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes steps away to his left. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Yellow. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check. Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again.
Watch Mike.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Buying time to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 26. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns. And that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. 1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Okay, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken from the 7th. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now Mahomes, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. to throw once more. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. On second down now, it's McCoy. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 23.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down, eluding the pressure right. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, lady. Yellow. Hey, 57, 57. Watch twist.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Mahomes going to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third and 3.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's third and 3. Now it's Mahomes again. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. This is Gordon. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on second and 8. Rivers. And that's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rivers. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rylan.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down. First down, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Watch the twist.
Another try after the first down sack. Rivers looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's third down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Check 26, check 26.
Third and long for Rivers. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return, it's King. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
They run him here with Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? 180. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Check 9, check 9. Jim. Hey, Delta.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
On 1st down, Mahomes flushed out right. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Get wide. Hey, 43. Alpha.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
At the 22-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
You better quick. I'm letting you know right now. You better. 12.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a third down.
It's at 180. Black 15.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now McCoy. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Who that? Check 3. 15. Here we go, T. Here I come.
Now here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defense.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. It's Williams on the catch. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Here's Ty Long now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, 43, 15. 15.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Here's King. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now Gordon on first down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Morris Claiborne makes the play defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Like a freight train there. Derek Nottie with a sack. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
He's loaded.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Rivers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. The Chargers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Under 10. He's checking. Crash.
Run 80.
Under crush. SOS.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through. They ended up tackling him for a loss.
Easy.
Check 3.
4th down, Rivers. And it is incomplete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, All you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
59.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Rivers to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's third down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
The Chargers on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is third down and 12. Now Rivers. He's got him in. It's Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 79 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Paxton, watch the safety creep. Check 31, check 31. Switch. Kill. Turn up. 15. Tighten up. Switch.
I go.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, defensively, one timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 10th carry now for McCoy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 43. Hey, watch it.
15. Right, 64, weak.
Check. Lucky. 36.
This is McCoy, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Check 50.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with McCoy. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. LaShawn McCoy unable to get to the marker. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. From the red zone now, Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
And the celebration is now just an extra point away from being full on. Think about those who may have left the stadium a little bit early thinking their guys might not get this done. Oh, it got done, and in a big way.
The kick is good, and can you believe this? They win it with 0